Today I fucked up by having birthday sex with my 23F boyfriend, 23M. It's my boyfriend's birthday. Besides getting him Bowser's Fury as a gift, I thought, hey, I'm horny and I just got off my period, it's been a little bit since we've had sex, let's do this, if he's in the mood obviously. So we start getting frisky, you know, doing the do, and it feels great. Then he starts hitting it from the back and all of a sudden I fart loud. This type of thing has never happened before, so I just figure we would laugh it off and keep going. My boyfriend does this little gasp and oh shit and kinda scoots away. I move and look back there, seeing what the hold up is, and I sharted. It wasn't a lot but it was enough. I'm immediately grossed out and run to the bathroom. My boyfriend went flaccid instantly. I'm in between crying and laughing, apologizing profusely for ruining his day. He's laughing his ass off, saying it's okay and starting to clean up the sheets and throw them in the wash. I'm still disgusted and I understand how some people are into that, but we are not. So, when I'm going to have sex again because I am mortified. Too long didn't read, by ruining my boyfriend's birthday by shit farting, while having birthday sex. We both fell asleep while I was inside my GF sass one time and woke up with a crusty burned corn dog. I don't know how that happened, but I really didn't. That image in my head. Thank you for that. Hey, at least you can say he fucked the shit out of you. Smiley face. Well, at least he went flaccid, so that's one strange fetish you don't have to worry about. I mean, if no one is gonna hit the low-hanging fruit, shit happens. If he didn't freak out and he's the one who got pooped on, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Go fuck your boyfriend. Well, at least it wasn't anal after Taco Bell night. Smiley face. You guys laughed about it, it's fine. Anal after Taco Bell sounds like a dirtier version of icy hot, only it's just hot spicy goo lol. Today I fucked up by making coffee for the CEO and the entire executive team. So, this happened over 20 years ago, but I was reminded of the story and felt like someone here would appreciate it. When I was in my early 20s, I landed a job as a helper for a large corporation in the maintenance department. First corporate job, trying to make a name for myself. Up to this point I had only ever bagged groceries. My job was simple, help where needed. If they were moving tables, or building an office, I was there handing tools and cleaning up. It was easy work, pay was great for someone my age. I was still living at home with my mom, only bill was my car note and beeper, lol. Well, one day, I get called on the radio as soon as I get to the office. I need to go upstairs, to the executive floor and make coffee. The CEO's assistant was out sick, and she normally had coffee waiting for him and the rest of the execs. Easiest job there is, right? The coffee maker was one of those industrial huge machines, not a simple Mr. Coffee. So I was slightly intimidated. However, not wanting to be a dumbass and ask for instructions for such a menial task, I felt like I could figure it out. I get to the top floor, and make my way to the coffee pot in the break area. No directions anywhere, however it seemed straightforward. Filter, coffee, hit brew, water was already connected. For you young folks, note that the beeper bill wasn't a phone bill. Google didn't exist, and if it did, I had no way of getting on it. I just had to wing it. So, I pull the brew basket where the filter goes. It's nice and clean from yesterday's cleaning service. I open a cabinet and lo and behold, I find filters. This is going as easy as pie. And right beside the filters was a packet of coffee. This is great. However, this is where I had my FU. You see, the packet of coffee I found was about a pound of it. Basically, should have put a few scoops at most in, right? Well, this huge machine plus never doing this plus the packet right beside the filters plus there being an entire box of coffee packets. You see where this is going? Yep, ladies, gentlemen, attack helicopters. I filled that bad boy to the absolute brim with coffee. I had to pack it down, shake the filter to flatten it out, because the mound of coffee in it was being raked off when sliding it back into the maker. I hit brew, dusted my hands off, and went to the cafeteria to get breakfast. About 30 minutes later, the director is calling me on the radio to meet him upstairs. We meet at the coffee pot, with almost everyone on the team, and some executive assistants looking at me. He just goes, "Do you like strong coffee?" My answer was, "Actually I hate coffee, never made it until today." In which case they all started laughing, and said that in all their years, they had never gotten so many calls on the coffee being too strong, and when they saw it, they wanted everyone to see it. When he pulled the filter out, the weight of it was causing the basket to bend. Coffee in that pot could have probably been used as a performance enhancer in the Olympics. It created the deepest, blackest, strongest coffee imaginable. No amount of sugar, creamer, or anything else in this world could have weakened this stuff. For those few minutes, productivity was unparalleled on the executive floor of the office. To this day, I still cringe when I think back to my first pot of coffee. Too long didn't read, I managed to screw up the easiest job they could give me, making coffee, by putting in a week's worth into one pot, and I doubled down by screwing it up for the entire executive staff. You know, there was at least one person that said, "Finally, some damn good coffee." Had something similar. Same kind of matching used to fill these big carafes. Didn't realize the thing was full already. Load up the filter and coffee hit brew. Come back 10 minutes later and there is coffee all over the counter. Should have had a V8, man shrugging. Reminds me of my friend who kept sending a fax over and over. Eventually the boss came over and told her to stop resending the fax. The machine at the other end had run out of paper and they had called to complain. She thought the fax machine would send the paper, and because it kept coming back out it must be failing. Did they mind or get a good laugh? It sounds hilarious and obviously like an honest mistake, especially having no interest in coffee. I hope you can laugh about it now. Anyway, they were super cool about it. Laughed, I didn't get in any amount of trouble. Makes for a great story now. Today I fucked up by getting a scam job. Obligatory. This was a few days ago. So I'm a broke college student who's already stressed to oblivion, but I'm on the job hunt as well. I finally found this one job that would hire me to enter data. I did all the research on the company and determined that it was legitimate. The company sent me a check for $1,800 that was supposed to be used for me to purchase a work computer. Well, so I thought. The man who hired me got me to send $500 to a guy who was supposed to send me the computer. It seemed sus, but they already gave me the money, so I didn't care. He then told me to buy $500 more in iTunes gift cards and give him the codes. I asked him why. I told him that it was sketchy and that I didn't feel comfortable doing that, and why couldn't I just buy the computer directly from the vendor. He got angry with me for arguing with him. I got scared and figured, again, it's not my money. So I get the gift cards and ask what to do next. He tells me to go to another store and do the same thing. At this point I call my friend because I'm really overwhelmed, and he takes me to the police station where, surprise surprise, it's a scam. The biggest surprise about the scam is that they had managed to steal the identity of a completely legitimate company to hire me. They take a police report and confront the man. The police told me that I was indeed scammed, but since they stole the money from someone else to send to me, I made $800 and learned my lesson. I changed my routing hash and did all the social security stuff that I needed to do. Then yesterday happens. It turns out the check bounced yesterday, so now I'm out $1,000, I have no job, and I'm a complete train wreck. I really don't need you guys telling me that I'm an idiot because I already know that. I really just wished that I waited a week for the check to fully process. Too long didn't read, got a job that I thought was legit. Now my identity has been stolen and I'm out $1,000. It happens. I had my bank account wiped once because a job sounded too good to be true. All you can do is pay it back, and keep your chin up. This almost happened to my husband. I had a bad feeling about the job, but he went ahead anyway. The bank wouldn't even deposit the check. They said it was fraudulent. I wish we had gone to the police about it. That was good on you and your friend. From one college student to another, you got this, just keep pushing. Let me know if I can help in any way. Everyone in life will be scammed at one point or another. Don't feel stupid. This is how you learn street smarts. I'm sorry that happened. This shouldn't be a thing. You have a police report. You shouldn't be held responsible. Ugh, I'm sorry. People can be so awful. Ugh, I'm so sorry this happened to you. Being scammed is such a horrible feeling. I was scammed last year via a man posting a house to rent on Craigslist, but the ad also existed on Zillow, so it looked like it was cross-posted. Scammer copied the full name of the actual homeowner, since it's public record, I suppose, so I thought by doing my research it was legit, but it wasn't, of course. I sent him $100 for applications and couldn't get that money back. Plus he had mine and my boyfriend's license #s, full names and address, so we froze our credit and made a police report. Some people really suck.